Elon Musk didn't become rich by building one company. He built an empire, from a tiny software startup to Tesla, SpaceX, Starlink, XAI. Today, the companies he founded and leads are worth more than $1 trillion combined. But none of this happened overnight. Every company, every success, and every $1 billion started with one risky decision. So, how did Elon Musk build one of the greatest business empires in history? Elon Musk was born on June 28, 1971, in Pretoria, South Africa. Unlike most kids, Elon wasn't interested in sports. He spent most of his time reading books, sometimes for more than 10 hours a day. At just 10 years old, he became fascinated with computers. The problem was, he had no one to teach him how to program, so he taught himself. Using books and countless hours of practice, Elon learned to code completely on his own. Just 2 years later, at the age of 12, he created a simple video game called Blastar. He sold it to a computer magazine for around $500. It wasn't a fortune, but it taught him something that would shape the rest of his life. An idea could become a business. At 17 years old, Elon made a life-changing decision. He left South Africa, not because he was successful, but because he believed opportunity existed somewhere else. He moved to Canada, worked different jobs to support himself, and eventually transferred to the University of Pennsylvania in the United States. There, he studied physics and economics. After graduating, he was accepted into Stanford University. For most people, that would have been a dream. But after just 2 days, Elon dropped out because he believed something much bigger was happening. The internet, and he wanted to build it. In 1995, Elon and his brother Kimball founded a company called Zip2. Their mission was simple: help businesses get online. The problem? They had almost no money. They slept inside their office, showered at a local gym, worked 7 days a week, and spent every hour building software. Slowly, customers started arriving. Then in 1999, computer giant Compaq offered to buy Zip2 for $307 million. Elon's share was around $22 million. Most people would have retired. Elon was just getting started. Instead of protecting his money, Elon invested in another startup, an online bank called X.com. The idea sounded impossible. Move money over the internet. Soon, X.com merged with another company called Confinity. Together, they built what would later become PayPal. But success didn't come easily. In 2000, while Elon was on his honeymoon, the company's board removed him as CEO. For many founders, that would have been the end. But Elon remained the company's largest shareholder. Then, in 2002, eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion. Elon walked away with around $180 million. Once again, he had enough money to retire. But once again, he refused. Instead, he made the biggest gamble of his life. He invested almost all of his money into 3 companies: Tesla, SpaceX, and SolarCity. People thought he was crazy. Electric cars were failing. Private rockets seemed impossible. Almost everyone expected him to lose everything. But Elon wasn't building companies. He was trying to change entire industries. Then, 2008 happened. Tesla was running out of money. SpaceX had already failed 3 rocket launches. The global financial crisis made investors disappear. Elon was nearly broke. He later admitted that he had to borrow money from friends just to cover his personal expenses. At one point, he had enough money to save only one company. Instead, he split his remaining money between Tesla and SpaceX. If that decision failed, everything would be over. Then, the impossible happened. On September 28, 2008, SpaceX successfully launched Falcon 1 into orbit. After years of failure, they had finally done it. A few months later, NASA awarded SpaceX a $1.6 billion contract. Tesla also secured new funding. The companies survived. And Elon's biggest gamble finally paid off.